Hey guys, it's Daniel, and today I'm going to be reviewing the 2016 MTV Video Music Awards. Everybody who knows me knows that the VMAs are something I look forward to every single year. It's essentially my Super Bowl. I feel like it's an award show that could sort of be turned into a time capsule where you could just view what happened throughout the year and who was relevant. This year, not too many controversial moments really happened. Nothing really too insane, but a lot of it is still worth, I feel, being talked about. The first person to perform on the VMAs was Rihanna. One of the things MTV did this time around with the person receiving the Video Vanguard Award was have her perform multiple times during the night. I believe she performed 4 times, and she opened the show with a medley of all of her big dance hits like Only Girl in the World and We Found Love. It was very rushed. I feel like she was only given a certain amount of time. It almost sounded like she only performed like 30 seconds of Don't Stop the Music and the other song she performed. To be honest, I felt like this was kind of a lackluster opening. I'm a fan of Rihanna. I like her music. I like the outfit she was wearing. The set was very generic looking, and a lot of it was reliant on the choreography, and she just let the backtrack sing some of the songs for her. It was meant to be high energy, but I really didn't, I guess, get that. But to be fair, she had to perform 3 other separate performances. This is my least favorite Rihanna performance of the night. I'll go over the awards later on in the video. Right now I'm just focusing on the performances. Another performance that we got like right after Rihanna's opening performance was one I was personally looking forward to, which was Ariana Grande performing with Nicki Minaj. I loved Ariana's new album. I thought it was a great pop album, one of the best this past year. So I was sort of looking forward to her performing one of my favorite songs, Side to Side. And we got probably one of the most interesting setups of the night with this performance. She ended up writing soul cycles and doing all these exercises on stage. It was pink themed and it was very female empowerment. I thought it was funny how she had like the scantily clad men walking around, curling a bunch of fake dumbbells. In the beginning, you could tell it was very difficult because she was on the cycle and she actually sounded really good on the cycle, and you could tell she was singing live because her voice was a little shaky. I'm sort of disappointed with Nicki's part of the performance because the backtrack was extremely loud during the parts where she would sing the song, and she really didn't look too enthusiastic to be there until towards the end. The performance was definitely, to me, one of the most creative in terms of aesthetic. Rihanna returned to perform a reggae medley this time around of some of her hits, Rude Boy, What's My Name, and Work. This was actually something that I enjoyed a lot. I thought it was actually very interesting to sort of have all these people dancing around with her, and the song flowed very well. It was some type of a remix with all her reggae-inspired songs, and I really enjoyed it. We had Nick Jonas performing his new single called Bacon with Ty Dolla $ign. I honestly don't know why they had Nick Jonas perform on the main show. No disrespect to him, but like, you know, in terms of hits, he really only has Jealous. I feel like MTV really just gave him a slot because he complained that Close didn't get any nominations. It was actually quite entertaining, admittedly. I mean, I don't really like the song. It was an interesting setup, I admit that. The diner was cool. He was jumping on like cars and stuff. Okay. Next up was Beyonce, who was the surprise performer this year. MTV did not announce that she was performing, I believe, until like the day before or the day of the award show. It really wasn't surprising because we knew she was nominated for a shitload of awards. Her performance was really good. Normally I get pissed off when people constantly kiss Beyonce's ass, but this time thing is valid. She was definitely like the best performance of the night, hands down. You could tell she worked extremely hard on this performance. The camera angles were amazing. The beginning where it looked like she was on fire was great. Hold up with the baseball bat was really cool. I loved how she hit the camera down and it gives you a completely different angle and it's pointing to another side of the stage. Her vocals were flawless. Her choreography was amazing. It was just really good. I was laughing when I heard them say, Beyonce up next performing Lemonade, and I'm like, what does that mean? What song is she performing? Is she performing like the entire album? And she ended up performing a couple of songs. The performance ended up being 15 minutes, but it was a good 15 minutes. It really was. After Beyonce, we got Britney Spears' return performance. They were hyping up the fact that Britney hasn't been there in over 9 years. The last time she was there was her infamous Give Me More performance that was pretty difficult to watch. And she returned to the VMA stage to perform her new single, Make Me, which is the lead off of her album, Glory, which is really good, by the way. It's not just hype. And she lip-synced the shit out of it. I mean, what do you expect? She lip-synced the entire performance. It was interesting. It was a lot of projections. A lot of it had to involve with hands, which was kind of clever in the beginning. She danced like a pro, though. You have to give her that. She performed a little bit of a short version of Make Me, and then G-Eazy came out, who actually raps better than I thought he would. And Britney ended up doing a bunch of sexual things with him, and it was kind of awkward because I'm just like, there's no flame there, it seems. Like, it doesn't look like they're really sexually into each other. In a weird turn of events that I should have expected, G-Eazy ended up performing a little bit of his hit song, Me, Myself, and I. And then out of nowhere, while he's rapping and the chorus is about to come on, you see some blonde girl with a hoodie, and it ended up being Britney, and she lip-synced this really high-pitched version of the chorus of Me, Myself, and I, which was kind of funny. I don't know if it was supposed to be shocking, but it was cute. You know, they ended up wrapping up with them, like, embracing each other and pretending they're about to make out, and Britney's like, no. But it was okay. It wasn't amazing. I feel like there really wasn't, like, a icon or something that you could sort of represent the performance with besides hands going around the screen. Overall, it kind of disappointed me, but I felt like it was nice seeing Britney performing again. It was nice seeing her really into it and kicking ass in terms of choreography at the very least. And then Rihanna returns again on stage, probably one of my favorite performances of the night, where she had this really cool foggy setup with a lightning bolt. She ended up performing a medley as more of her slow trap jams. Needed Me, Pour It Up, and Bitch Better Have My Money. And I like all three of those songs, so it was a good performance for me, and her vocals were interesting. I was dying laughing at those memes that people were posting of her vocals during Needed Me, where she's trying to like keep a long note and it doesn't sound that good. She's not a bad vocalist, but it was just funny to see that. In a weird second to last final performance decision, they got the Chainsmokers to perform with Halsey. It was just fog and the guy from the Chainsmokers singing, and then they brought Halsey out. Halsey looked great. It just was sort of like a skip performance to me. It was very generic, nothing really special to it. The song kind of annoys me. I hope I'm not the only one, but overall it was okay. And of course, Video of the Year went to Beyonce for Formation, which really wasn't shocking. She ended up going home with a lot of awards. I believe she went with 7 or 8, which isn't shocking because she basically owned this year with the Lemonade album. I just would have wished Adele would have won something this year, even though she wasn't there, just to get some variation. And that's the weird thing about this award show, is that a lot of people seem to not be there to receive the award. Drake was running late in traffic, which I actually believe was true because he ended up showing up later to present Rihanna with the Vanguard Award. Calvin Harris won an award, he wasn't there. It was just kind of disappointing how you didn't see a lot of people, you know, accepting awards this year. But anyway, Rihanna closed out the show with a bunch of ballads, which I thought was an interesting choice. She didn't choose dancey, poppy songs, she chose the songs that focus more on her vocals. It was one of the best performances of the night, I feel. Vocally, she was very powerful. She performed a medley of Stay and Love on the Brain. She just sounded great. The whole setup was beautiful. The dress she wore was beautiful. She looked beautiful. It was just a beautiful performance. The finale was her receiving the Video Vanguard Award, which was kind of shocking to me that they didn't end with a performance or the Video of the Year award. Drake finally showed up and he gave this really nice speech about Rihanna, and Rihanna gave a little speech thanking everyone, and Rihanna just seems like such a likable person. She seems real, and that's one of the biggest points that Drake made during his speech. One of the cons for me with this year's show, it's nothing new to me that they didn't have a host. There are a lot of years that they don't have a host, but it was kind of weird and disjointed. They try to do like a sports theme thing where they're all commentators. The only one I liked was Nicole Bayer. I felt like she was very likable and funny. Key and Peele really disappointed me. They weren't too funny. A lot of the things they were saying were kind of cringy. It just didn't seem necessary. They were just trying to represent like social media people, but it was just like, we have social media for that. Like, we could scroll through Twitter to look at what people are saying. In terms of theme, this is something you're not gonna get a lot of other people talking about the VMAs to talk about. One of the big reasons why I love the VMAs was that every year they have this really cool current theme. This year was kind of generic, especially compared to last year, which was the bars on a TV, which I thought was really cool. This year, it was like the MTV logo itself that was like colored some pastel color, and you see the artist's shadow in it or something, and I thought it was cool. I thought the carpet was cool too. I love blue, obviously, so I thought it was nice. It was very cool to see them at Madison Square Garden in my home state, as well as MTV's home state. I'm very traditional too. I like tradition, especially when companies pay homage to their past. The awards this year, like I said, basically went all to Beyonce. Beyonce actually broke Madonna's record as the most decorated person in VMA history. Overall, it's not my favorite VMAs. It was kind of generic, but it was pretty cool. From my understanding, they have new people working on the award show. The longtime producer left last year, and you can sort of tell. I would have loved to see Gaga there. I mean, come on. This is a perfect promo opportunity, but you know, that's a totally other story, and I respect Gaga's decisions, but still, the VMAs. But anyway, those are my thoughts on the 2016 MTV VMAs. I hope you liked it. Please give this video a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it if you want to see more award show reviews and more reviews on pop music and whatnot. And please click the subscribe button if you enjoyed this video and you would want to see more videos. And of course, you guys could follow me on social media at blackandblue572 on Twitter and Instagram. I might do a video review of Britney Spears' new album, Glory. If you guys want to see that review, put it in the comments below because I'm not sure if I'm doing it yet. And all the Power Rangers fans watching this, my episode review should be uploaded within the next couple days or soon. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.